Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, class. This is Professor Coyote. Welcome you back to our Let's Play of Europa Universalis 4, our Ethiopia run here. First off, if things seem to be a little bit slow in the beginning, I haven't played EU4 for a couple days. I was largely focusing on finally getting that Civ 6 tutorial finished. So, we'll just see what we do here. But if you do remember our last video, we had just finished. In fact, you see here, we've got some people going off on exile. We just finished taking a big chunk out of Adal here. We took Assab, Tajura, Ausa, and Mora. So we've got these four, and we'll start off by coring them. Tech's at 5. Well on above time, so that's good. So we're close to getting our first idea going, although that's since I spent some of that admin points, that'll take a little longer. But so that's what we got going here. We've got finally making some headway into taking out Adal. In fact, it looks like they're in a war still with Yemen, Hejaz, and Hassa. Oh, that's right. In fact, that's what gave us our opportunity to hit Adal to begin with. So, let's just finally get him going here. Put on our usual 3 time to see here. Alright, so nobility's taking some hit because we are doing the estates. Alright, so I'm going to move these guys back here for the supply. Now, Najd is wanting to hire mercenaries, basically. We're too low of manpower to be able to do that. As you see, we're only at about 300 manpower, which is why I'm going to keep army still up, even though we could easily go back to 6 to 8 ducats, just to recover that manpower. So I usually don't take mercenaries for right now. It's just doesn't seem to be that big of an issue for me. I'm not really hurting for money that much, and mostly what I've seen from some of the people who suggested ways to make money never really list that as an idea. Although that could just be more of a recent thing, so some of those videos might be a bit old. But I'm preferring right here to just take things a bit slowly. I mean, it's only 1462. We've got 300 years basically to take out things. So just look at what we can do to improve things at home to begin with. Alright, our heir is 6, but our king is in the 40s. Got 2 decent advisors here. Alright. So it looks like we can probably take down army maintenance a little bit. Save us about a ducat there. We've already got our forts mothballed. Nod still wants to buy some mercenaries, but I couldn't even... Well, I could get them over there to hit Yemen, but... in fact, Najd is so super dead that they probably won't be able to get anything going anyway. Alright, let's see what we got here. So we've got the House of Solomon in the Shaken event. Once again, there's a misunderstanding. So we either lose 5 legitimacy, lose 5 prestige. But luckily, since the Tsar Yakub is righteous, we can just ignore that altogether. We're doing good here at this start. And we'll speed things up a little bit now. Alright. So what I'm probably going to be doing here, our biggest plan is to try and solidify the Horn of Africa. Adal's been weakened pretty badly now. They're fairly annoyed as well. A truce with them hits in 8 years. Same thing for Ajuran and Mogadishu there. Okay, so Tege Elene has impressed many men and women at court with her sharp wit and extensive knowledge of the natural world. She has long been a collector of tomes of botany and chemistry, and she corresponds with several of our generation's brightest minds. Currently, one of these scientists are visiting our court as per our Itege's invitation. They can be found discussing all sorts of new theories far into the wee hours of the night. Atege Elene has asked us to make the scientist an offer, claiming that she would make a much better advisor than the Master of Mint that we currently employ. Well, let's see. Our Master of Mint is mostly taking out our inflation, which is kind of doesn't really exist much right now, so that may not be a bad idea. So we can get a skill 2 for 50%, or we can get 50 admin. Thinking, though, we might want to go for the admin so we can take that Deus Volt that much sooner. Although, we'll check finances here. We're at 327 due to the lowering of our manpower. What we got here? We've got a Diplo rep, 2, or a spy network. So, Diplo power isn't really that big of a deal. Right, we're close to Miltech 6. Let's check our institutions here. The Renaissance is probably nowhere close to coming near us. Such as Venice. Oh, we got some... I'm going to slow that down. I haven't been checking my stats here. We've got some rebels. So let's crank our maintenance back up. We'll let the rebels just sort of sit around a little bit for a month or two. In fact, we'll get close to them while we wait for that to go. I mean, I can deal with the separatists. But they get kind of slapped around pretty well. In fact, we should be able to try and take them out now. Alright, so we got a Saba. We're going to slow down a little bit to look at that fight. Alright, great. So we already got some great rolls to begin with here. Okay, and yeah, the rebels, no sweat. Good timing. We have the manpower to be able to replace that-ish. So, that was just something to sort of spice up the time while we're waiting here. Alright, so Mercuria, we don't need to improve that anymore. Or, sorry, Aloda. I'm going to have us pause a little bit so we can check things out. Improve relations with Mercuria. Since they, it looks like... Yeah, we can put another 30 in on them. Oh, and our Deus Volt has showed up now. So we've got Deus Volt. That means we don't even have to worry about coring these guys or fabricating in order to just start a fight. So that's good. Alright, so let's see what happens. It looks like the fight happened. We've got Yemen here on the Horn of Africa, which is frustrating. Adal took that much worse out. I'll have to deal with Yemen in due time. But since they're split and they have to basically bust their people back and forth, that might be something to deal with. As you see here, they're not allied with us, but they are allied with Marahan, which, not a big deal. Allied with Heyjaws, which actually is a pretty decent power. So let's look at that. We might want to deal with these guys to get them off of our land pretty soon. So Yemen's right now at 92. Heyjaws at 85. Okay, so their force limits are both 10, looks like, right now. 10 there and 10 there. So they can max field 20. So let's just see, for instance, right now, I don't think we'd be able to get anybody with us except for Mercuria. Where Salon would probably hit, Maron won't. So that might be something to think about in the future. So thanks to that, I think we're going to start taking these two out, and we'll relieve our Yemeni cousins of the burden of having to deal with land in our area, because, well, let's face it, they don't need to be here. This is our playground, not theirs. So we'll take it on that. We'll probably wait for manpower to get back up before we do something about it. But looks like that is all core now, which is great. They're already states. That saves time. And we've even got so even with the Deus Volt, obviously we could just declare war on them right now anyway. But at least if I fabricate here, maybe even take Mukata, or Muka, sorry. I mean, it's kind of decent development at this time. I could keep them from coming over easier, and we'll just see how that goes. Alright. So even with the Separatists going, we've got some Adalon Separatists, so we'll probably park out there, right there in Osa, since their force limit isn't too terrible. Alright. So yeah, things are going to be a bit slow this video, probably. In fact, Adal's only with Ajaron right now. So that's a thing to keep in mind. I mean, Marakan I could deal with. There are only 4. They would be joining Yemen, but we'll see. What's our force limit? Our force limit's up to 19, so that'll be good for when we actually do attack on them. Because we're making about 2.8, 2.6 in ducats, even with full army. So we'll take that down by a ducat. That'll bring us to a full ducat again, so we can save that up for a war chest. In fact, we've now got another, religious unity, which is good. We're at 90% right now. And if you remember, with us being Coptic, we will be getting that second one probably as soon as... In fact, yeah, as soon as Makuria, we take out Makuria in the future. So let's see if... Okay, they're nowhere near vassalization, so we might have to relieve them of that. Alright, but we have a good government policies event right here, it looks like, which we can either get the money, which we're actually kind of swimming in money right now, so that's not a big deal. We can get the admin power, which might be better, but then there's the 25-25 to all. We're nowhere near tech yet, but at least being able to build some of that up. It's a good decision, but I think I'm going to go with the admin. Yeah. So that's 50 admin there, because after all, free is a very good price. And we will start converting Duaro. Apparently Mogadishu has a world of its own, and they tried to spy on us. That's cute. Okay, so the Adalon Separatists looks like they're about ready to fire. So, in fact, bad timing, but they're only 12. We can up our morale, let them have it for a month. There we go. Okay. We got that going there. We got them cleared out. But luckily, that's about the last rebels we've got. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's about the last rebels we've got so far, so we don't have to worry about the manpower being wasted too badly. We'll get them back to Asa. This will just delay us going into either Yemen or Adal for a little while longer. So what I'm going to do here, since we are on plus time with the mill tech, we'll spend some of that by improving some of our gotten gains here. Let's just take a quick look. See, Massawa's at 5. We've got 6s there. 4. Another 6. And Gondar's up to 11. Oxum is at 9. We want to make sure that we're trying to balance this out so all of our people are good, but we don't want to have it be too waste time on a triple one just yet. We don't have that big a surplus. Looks like Kaffa here might be our best bet. It's an 8, so that'll bring it to 3-3-3. So that'll make that even out. Okay, so we'll put one in Agu too and make that 2-2-2. We'll put one in Agnot here. Oh, sorry, Angad. Alright, so that doesn't waste too many points there. Alright, and even with it being plus 10, we should be able to get right when Miltech comes either to above even time or behind time for 6. Because Adal's still at 4 and Yemen's still at 4, so we're still a tech up on them. In fact, We're tech up on just about everybody in the area, so that's good. Mogadishu does like us. Anyway, we're going to improve relations on them. Maybe that'll help agitate some of their independence movement. And if that can take Ajiran down, then that'd be great. Now let's look around a little bit. Okay, so Pate, they like us. They're too far away to vassalize, but they at least like us. Right now we're at 4-4, but right now it's always good to try and see if we can get some areas once we clear some of these guys out and don't have to deal with them anymore. I know, I'm being very vague. Alright, so Yemen's good, so we can fabricate on, let's see. Zelia's at 8. Yeah. We'll fabricate on Zelia here. That's more of a tasty idea. Unpause that. Okay. So that's really all we need for Yemen right now. Okay, so we are losing a bit of cash here due to... Oh, okay. That flipped back. Yeah, what it's looking like is the Yemen... Going after Yemen might be our better bet here. Because they're in the middle of a war still, I believe. Yeah, but Amman and Hassa. So they're bleeding manpower like it's going out of style. Down to 5-6. In fact, they're going so bad. Let's see if their buddy Hejaz would even help them out. Okay, so Hejaz still will help them. Right now they're at 9 even, which means they're probably not even in this war. Let me double check that. Go back here, go to relations. Yeah, Hejaz isn't involved in that. It's just Yemen on its own, which that might be good. That means there might be some issues there with Hejaz. So I need to keep an eye on that. We might have to strike while the iron's hot. In fact, they even got some... sorry. Looks like they've got some problems of their own on those lands. I'll keep an eye on that, see if those are Adalan separatists, so they might end up just popping it back, and I may not even have to deal with going into Yemen. We'll see. Alright, so right now we've got, and it's about that time for the Egyptian Copts quest line to start popping up. So, Alodia will like us better, even though they like us quite a bit. They're at 140. Oh, that's Mercuria. Sorry. Oh yeah, Alodia's at 200, so we don't need to worry about that casus belli. We got lose 15 prestige or... Oh. Okay, so I'll take the 50 even though it's basically pointless, but I don't want to have a casus with the Mamluks yet, even though it looks like the Ottomans are finally starting to kick in. So let's look at this. So the Mamluks have their issues here, blah, 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 blah. They don't like us. We get a casus, or we lose 15. So we'll go to 5 prestige. Let's see how the Mamluks are doing. Right now, they're allied with Shamnar and Ottomans, Crimea, and Theodoro are already going on them. That might be something to look into as well. So looking at their war. Okay. So, it looks like the Ottomans are up 59. Mamluks. Oh, they are bankrupted their manpower. They've got 31-4. Okay. But right now, I bet you they're all on the front here. So, they're going to be... we're not going to... They're still too big for us to try and take out or even chip at them. But it's definitely keeping an eye on them because they are probably going to lose quite a bit of Palestine and the rest of the Arabian Peninsula here. And that could be our opportunity to run up the Red Sea and hit the Nile before the Ottomans finish them off. So that's something to keep an eye on. While our other eye is busy here with separatists. Let's look at our tech. Okay, so we're at even tech, so I'll take Mill Tech 6. So that keeps us well ahead. Adal's still at 4. Yemen's still at... Okay, Yemen did up to 5, so it's good that we bumped up if they're going to be going up. Okay. So we're at 5 now, so we can take the North African war. Oh, no, we were already 5, so this is going to help our... Sorry, I talked to myself a little bit too much out loud. So we'll go with a cab. We'll go offensive. I usually don't go offensive focus, but... We'll see how that goes if we're going to try and take out Yemen. So I did take Diplo 6. So it gets us nice and sturdy. In fact, that'll help the cash a bit. Okay, army maintenance is full. Ah! But we do get missionaries 1. I don't mind being down on an admin tech just yet, because we're just even. So this helps us more with our religious unity. So we lose 1 base in Adu, and it'll go into Shua, or the nobility doesn't like it, or likes us more, and we lose a lot of morale, which I'm not really. So I don't mind teeing off the nobility. And their little balance here. They're still at 40, so we don't have to worry about them losing yet. Alright, so our advisor master has been croaked, and that's a problem. Only because I liked having him going down ticking down our inflation, but it's below 1%, so we can live with that for now. In fact, because we're low... Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Because we are now above time again, way above on military and Diplo, I'm going to focus ours on admin. I'm also going to see if we can get... Ooh. Theologian. Yeah, theologians are always great for that, for making sure that our newly gotten gains are going to be happy. Alright, so we're cranking 12 admin points. In fact, we just got the advancement of religion, which will sort of balance out the unrest we just got for an extra missionary strength, but our missionaries are actually pretty strong as it is, so, you know, I usually take that, but I'm happy with us being at -7 unrest. You know what? We'll take it. That'll put us at -6 unrest with the theologian. So even after the theologian croaks, we'll still only be at about basically 4. So that's fine for now, because we always run high stability. So we'll start going with Mora. That'll take out a little bit of cash. But the faster we can get religious unity back to its tip-top, we can edge out that last 0.28% unrest. Yeah. Okay. In fact, we've got 1 conversion done already, so we only have 3 more to go. And we're still making 2 ducats even with full army. So, okay. So I think we're going to leave that here. We've got a plan. We're going to look at either Yemen, who's still in a war. Oh, great. We've got even more missionary strength. So, Yemen, who's still in a war, or Adal, who we are now 3 years from their truce. So it'll probably end up being Yemen. We're at 4K manpower. But I want to see what those... But we do want to... But we might end up going into the peninsula instead of taking these 2 out, just to see what these separatists do. I might... So that's our plan. That's going to be our plan for next video, is to take out Yemen, relieve them of their 2 provinces on the Horn of Africa. And that could be just about enough time to hit into Adal and either clear them out completely or... either clear them out completely or take them down to probably like Togadir or something. Alright, so that's where we're going to leave it here. And I hope you have a very excellent rest of your day. And with that, class is dismissed.